Hey loves, welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to show you a really easy eye look using a palette that I got from Aldi. This is the LACURA Moon Dust palette. It was $5.99 and when I open it you might recognise it. This is pretty much a carbon copy, the exact same as the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. This, like I said, was $5.99 and the Anastasia Beverly Hills is £46. Even comes with a double-ended brush. I'm comparing it here to an Anastasia palette brush. Very similar, not quite the same, but pretty similar. So the fallout, the powderiness from the shade Milky Way was intense. I was a little bit put off, but it worked okay. I'm applying it all over my eye, lash line to brow with the brush that came with it. I didn't love the brush, but I don't love the Anastasia brush either. Then I'm using the shade Asteroid. It's a really nice kind of matte, warm pumpkin-y shade and a nice fluffy brush. And then I'm just taking my time to really blend this, dust this all over the crease, slightly up onto the brow bone and outer V as a transition shade. Whilst I think of it, excuse my Batman plaster, proper mum life right there. So I'm just building this up, making sure that it's really soft and blended well. Then I've grabbed a slightly smaller brush and I'm just buffing Asteroid into the lower, underneath the lower lash line. Some people do their lower lash line right at the end. I like to do it as I go along, otherwise I'm likely to forget. Then I'm taking the shade Comet. This is a really nice warm brown, kind of warm nutty brown shade, slightly smaller brush, and I'm applying it pretty much the same place as Asteroid, but not as far and as wide. So I'm building the kind of shades up, getting darker with the shades and smaller, more precise with the application, just to intensify the colour, if that makes sense. Next I'm using again a slightly smaller brush and the shade Meteor. This is a really kind of rich reddy brown shade, slightly darker than Comet, and applying it again to the outer V crease and lower lash line, just intensifying that colour and just taking my time to make sure that everything's really blended well. Next I'm using the shade Earth. On camera this looks lighter than it is. It's actually a bit more of a deeper dark brown shade. And again I'm just packing that and blending it to the outer V. Not too far, not too wide, just to really make that outer corner pop. Next shade is a metallic Constellation. This is beautiful. Now I started with a flat synthetic brush and I wasn't overly wowed with the colour payoff. It just wasn't doing anything, so I decided to go back in and apply it with my fingertip, and that did work a lot better. So I'm just pressing that onto the outer third of my eye, not too far over the dark brown, but just on the outer corner. Then I'm going with the shade Nova. This is such a beautiful colour, and again I'm using my fingertip and I'm pressing and swiping to apply that to the centre of my eyelid. Really, really pretty colour. Next I applied this beautiful pink metallic shade Zodiac, such a stunning colour, and I used my fingertip again to apply that to the inner third of my eye, pressing and kind of dragging to build that metallic shade up. I did then go in with the light gold shade Heavenly and put that in my inner corner, but for some reason my camera decided not to record that, so I applied Zodiac and then Heavenly. And then I quickly grabbed the shade Comet again and a fluffy brush just to blend out that edge there where I put the metallic, so there weren't any harsh sort of choppy lines. I then went in with the shade Cosmos and purple metallic, and I applied this to my lower lash line with a brush. So the colour payoff was a little bit disappointing. It didn't really do much. So definitely from this first time of using the palette, the metallic shades apply so much better if you use your finger. Then I quickly smudged out some black eyeliner pencil and added some mascara. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. So there you go, here's the finished look. Now, is this palette as good as the ABH palette? I can't say because I don't have that exact palette. I do have others, and this was pretty impressive for $5.99. I was really happy with how everything blended and how it looked. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you really soon. Take care.